All right, so the heart of the book revolves around the idea that the Bundists believed liberation, dignity, and solidarity must start here where we live. They weren't waiting for some promised land, they were fighting for rights in their communities.
Right. And they were secular, socialist, and interestingly, anti-Zionist. I mean, that's a bold stance, especially for a Jewish movement.
For sure, it's a fascinating angle. And one of the standout stories is about Sam Rothbort, Crabapple's great-grandfather, who created these memory paintings to capture the essence of his lost world. One painting that really struck me was of a girl named Itka. She's literally smashing windows with a rock.
Talk about a rebellious spirit. Itka symbolizes the Bund's defiance, right? And it's such a striking image to start the conversation about their fight against oppression.
Exactly. And Crabapple really brings to life the personalities involved. She talks about poets, rebels, and lovers caught in the throes of revolution. One quote from the book that hit me was, "To imagine a new world, we must first remember the one that was."
Whoa, that's powerful. It's like she's saying we can't just erase history, we need to learn from it. And I think that applies to current movements too. Like, think about Black Lives Matter or climate activism. They're all about local action, just like the Bundists.
Totally. And speaking of local action, the Bundists were all about worker rights. They supported unions and wanted to improve conditions right where they lived. Like, in a way, they were the original grassroots activists.
And you know what's wild? They had their own cultural identity too. They celebrated Yiddish culture and literature as a form of resistance.
That's such a great point. But here's where we might have a disagreement. I think the Bund's anti-Zionism can come off as controversial today. Some argue that rejecting a Jewish homeland can be seen as, well, ignoring the traumas that followed the Holocaust.
That's a fair point. But I think that's why it's so essential to read this book now. It challenges us to think critically about nationalism and identity.
True, but can we really draw a line between that and the Bund's vision? Is it possible to advocate for solidarity without a defined homeland?
I mean, it's a tough question, but maybe it's about redefining what home means. It doesn't have to be a place. It could be a community, a shared struggle.
I like that. So it's less about borders and more about bonds.
Exactly. And speaking of bonds, this makes me think of movies like The Pursuit of Happiness or even The Social Network, where the protagonists are fighting against the odds in their own communities.
Nice tie-in. Those stories echo the Bundists' resilience. It's all about the struggle for dignity and belonging.